Friday, June 5th, I took one trade. That's all I needed for the day. And we were close to $500. So let's take a look at what I did. Like always, we're gonna go ahead and look at the charts first to see the play. And then we're gonna go ahead and go back and see what I was looking at so you can have an idea of how to do this yourself. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. So as you can see, we opened market and we're at 631, 630, about a minute into the market here. We're looking at price start to move up. Now, the previous day was showing some aggressive selling, so we were looking for sells here as a continuation to the downside. We weren't taking those longs. We were looking for some sort of signal that was telling us that price was moving lower. So we're waiting here patiently. And as you can see, I have it set up with 2 contracts, not trying to go too big at first. Unless I see some confirmation that allows me to go big, then I should go with 5. Let's go ahead and go forward just a bit so you can see where the trade entry was. Okay, too much. All right, here we go. So, right about here, right there. So we get in $500. We have our stop above the last high volume node, right, that we saw there. It's a smaller volume node. We do have the larger one right on top of that. We're risking 500 for 500, 1 to 1. And here we go. This price moves back up against me. Again, if it passes that that high volume node there, then I lost for the trade. Again, we are looking for some push down here. Now, I did get into this trade because I did see a large seller step in, and we were looking for some continuation to the downside. Here goes price. Now what we're looking for is for a break of this low, for a continuation, for it to continue going lower and lower and lower here. Now I could have capitalized on this play, and you'll see in just a second. A little bit more, I could have held a little bit longer. So we'll see the takeaways of this play. Again, looking for the downside, looking for it to break. Again, looking to cover it when I get to 1 to 1, risk to reward. So that way I at least have some sort of cushion there for the next trade when I do the next trades. So let's go ahead and see. Price is still not moving down. Now it is consolidating, so it's still showing good signs of pushing down lower. Since it's not going above that EMA, it's not going above the high volume node, even though we just pushed up the first couple minutes of the trading session. Again, it's the first 5 minutes of the trading session here so far. We're at 636. We're already in a trade. And here goes lower. We want to see this break. It's going lower here. It's trying to push down lower. So right now at this point, I feel confident in this trade. I feel that it's going to come down here after seeing that volume come in for the sells. I want to make sure I hold this as much as possible. Again, after seeing a large drop in the previous overnight session, we want to make sure that it continues for continuation here, not a mean reversion trade. This is the second consolidation, so it already consolidated to push down. You see the aggressive red candles continuously here, and then push right back up, tested that high volume node one more time. Now it's consolidating again. As I've mentioned before, sometimes I don't like these because sometimes it goes against you, but in this case it was not going against me. We still had the higher time frame bias pushing down, looking for that break. I'm looking to measure where that $500 mark is again. I want to leave it at $500 and try to trail as it goes past $500 because that was my risk. So I left it there. It starts to go down aggressively. I leave it at 522. Immediately takes me out here, goes right back up. And that is the trade. That is the day. That's all I took for the day. Friday. Now leaving us with $2,847. Very close to passing the Topstep Combine. Very, very, very close. $200 away. And so that was Friday, June 5th. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the charts to see what I was looking at, see how this transpired in the order flow. So let's take a look. Okay, so as you can see, Friday, June 5th, opened the session here, price pushed up aggressively, went to the top of the third standard deviation from the VWAP here. But as you can see, the previous day, there was a large selling, a large gap moving to the downside here. Don't think it was going to reclaim. Move may have been a little bit overextended, but it kept showing some strength to the downside. So I was looking for those sells to the downside. And so as you can see, aggressive buyers tried to step in here at 6:32, 2 minutes into the market, got pushed down immediately below VWAP, and then you start to see price start to continue going downwards. As I started to see this aggressive buyer fail, starting to take a look for those sells to come in, and it wasn't until 6:36 around this time that I took the sell, and it was right above here, right above the VWAP, not too high there. So it's not exact to the spot where I was, but it's around here. However, immediately afterwards, you start to go to 6:38 where I saw the big seller there. You see a 155. Let's go ahead and remove this so you can see it. So 155 right there, right here. Then you immediately get right after that, you get a 32 sellers. So this immediately pushes the price down far enough so where it reaches my target, and then right here immediately afterwards, I get taken out with that move up. Again, some lessons that I could have done better here today. So for this, I could have held a little bit longer, put my stop right above or break even here, and let price continue to run, let price continue to go. Look at how far it went. So a big missed opportunity there, big missed opportunity that I could have capitalized and could have passed the combine right then and there. There you go. That was the play, that was the trade that I took Friday, June 5th, 2026. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one.